Hi friends, I am third year diploma student of Electrical and Electronics Engineering in GPTC Kalamasheri. So today in this section we are going to discuss about ideal transformer, which is a topic in our SY subject induction machines. So in this session we will discuss about its definition, properties and no load vector diagram. So let's move on to the session. What is an ideal transformer? When we are going to define an ideal transformer, the main three things which should come to our mind are as follows. It is a myth, that is, the concept of an ideal transformer is imaginary. We know that whenever we study about an electrical component, first we set a reference line, which is an ideal condition for every electronic component. Take it if it is a resistor, a inductor, or what else. For easy in study of its practical properties, we first set an ideal condition to study it. So in the case of a transformer, the reference line is the ideal transformer. So in an ideal condition, the transformer should be 100% efficient. That is, its input is equal to the output. So for a component to be 100% efficient, it should have no losses. So these are the main 3 points which should come to our mind when we are going to define an ideal transformer. Now we will move on to its properties. First property is resistance. We know that the opposite to the flow of current in a circuit is its resistance. Inductance. The property of a circuit to oppose the change in current through it is called inductance. The vector sum of resistance and inductance is impedance. Permeability is the allowance of a circuit for the passage of a current. And leakage flux. We know that the transformer has a central core. When current passes through it, a magnetic field is produced. Through it and around and through the air surrounding it. The flux which flows through the air surrounding it do not add to the magnetization. This flux is called the leakage flux. So for easy in remembering these properties, we can divide them into two. The properties with zero value and the properties with infinite value. The properties with zero values are resistance, that we can say that the ideal transformer should have zero resistance and zero inductance. So as in resistance and inductance are zero, the impedance also must be zero. And the leakage flux, as I earlier said, there should be no losses. That means the leakage flux also should be zero. And as the resistance is zero, the permeability should be infinite. So when we add these things to its definition, we can say that the concept of an ideal transformer is imaginary. It should have 100% efficiency and no losses. And also it should have zero resistance, inductance, impedance and leakage flux. And infinite permeability. So with this we can easily define an ideal transformer. Now we move on to its no load vector diagram. So whenever we draw a vector diagram, we will have a reference line. Here the reference line is phi m, that is the magnetic field. V1 referred here is the primary voltage supply. Since it is a purely inductive circuit, the current Im will lag behind the voltage by 90 degrees. Here it is shown as Im. Here. And we know that in a transformer, when we supply a V1 voltage, it will induce an EMF in the circuit. That is here shown as E1. And E2 is the induced EMF in secondary. So the values of E1 and E2 may vary according to the type of transformer, whether it is step up or step down. So this is the no load vector diagram of an ideal transformer. Hope you have understood the topic. Once again, thank you everyone.